Britain's emergency bikers are on the front line, racing to protect the public and save lives. And they've never been more crucial. With 33 million vehicles on the UK roads, the country's congested cities and major routes are the busiest in Europe. The bike squads of Essex Police and West Midlands Ambulance Service provide help where it's most needed, fast.
Keep still. No reason you can have a lock knife. Straightforward offence. How many bangs did you hear?
On Emergency Bikers, rescuing a patient from an ugly confrontation.
Just go away. Just go away, dude.
A scaffolder rooted to the spot by pain. And the police have sniffed out a problem.
Drug dog's on its way.
Right, OK.
10 minutes.
Birmingham, Britain's second city, reckoned to have more vehicles per head than anywhere else in the UK. West Midlands Ambulance Service emergency bikers are poised to respond to 999 calls within an 8-mile radius of the city centre. Their Yamaha FJR 1300s, top speed of 130, can weave through traffic faster than a traditional ambulance. But they risk their own lives as they race to save others.
Shit! Don't move, will you?
To capture the action, we've put special cameras on each of the riders and bikes so we can arrive at the scene the second they do. They can respond to as many as 400 calls a month, carrying everything a traditional ambulance crew has. They're trained to deal with anything.
It's gone over the bonnet and come back.
Don't, mate. Just go away. Michael.
But today, it's the call they most dread.
RTC, 7-year-old versus a car.
A child has been hit by a car and dragged along the road. On duty, Mark Hayes, call sign Flymo, earned when he trimmed a roadside verge during training. It's a 2-mile dash to Winson Green. He makes it in 4 minutes.
He's got open.
Oh, yeah.
He's not complaining of C-spine problems, but just as a precaution, I'm going to warn him.
The boy's name is Hussein, and the accident happened just yards from his home on his way back from football practice. The impact has snapped his lower left leg. Mark will call the shots.
Do you want to do Oromorph now?
Yeah, if you can, mate. He's 11 years old. OK. Are you allergic to any medicines?
Hussein will need pain relief, Oromorph, a form of morphine that can be swallowed.
We're going to give you some medicine to help with the pain, all right?
Yeah, okay.
So we've got a single dose, that's 5 mil, 10 milligrams in 5 mil. That expires 12/07/10.
We're going to give you some medicine that'll take all that pain away. And then we'll
Pop
get
that on
you
his
sorted.
finger there,
At the
Trevor.
hospital, plenty of sweets later, OK? Good man.
Open your mouth for me.
Stable, OK, he's fine.
So he's had his dose, he's had 7 milligrams.
What's the time?
And the time is now
I'll forget you know that.
16:56. Yeah. 16:56.
Until the Oromorph kicks in, Hussein is also given gas and air.
Can you take control of this for me, please?
The same. When that pain goes, what we're going to do, we're going to sort out your leg, OK? And then we'll get you off this cold floor, OK?
We need to take his trainer off, his sock off. We need to do a full top to toe. His sleeves need to come off. We'll get that straightened now and check for distal pulses. How's that pain now? Is it a bit better?
Take out your mouth from.
All right, good boy. Yeah, let's do it.
Hussein's shoe has to come off so Mark can see the extent of the injury.
Severe lower limb injuries. There you go. Keep still, keep still, keep still. I've got the weight of his foot. Slowly. Right, okay, right. Can we have some clean dressings? We're going to have to put some traction on in a sec once we've got the splint, yeah?
It's a serious fracture. A bone is sticking out and his foot is almost hanging off. Mark must try and realign the brake.
You ain't going to go any more than that. You ain't going to go any more than that, so wrap it round at that. Can you move your toes at all?
Can you manage that?
Good man, well done.
The good news is that Hussein can flex his toes, so there must still be some connection to his calf muscle. And there's also some blood flow when Mark pinches his big toe.
Just slow ones, not fast, just nice and slow.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's the one.
They're putting a strap around your legs so we don't move them too much. It'll be better for you when we try to lift you up, OK? Keep having a go on that, it'll help. You're doing really well.
The team places Hussein's leg in an inflatable splint. It looks as though Hussein's problems are confined to his leg, but the pain from the fracture could be masking other injuries. Nothing can be left to chance.
Oh, good lad. I see you. Give him a wave. The collar needs readjusting. Keep your head still. Don't move your head. On 3?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Leaving his bike parked up, Mark will go with him in the ambulance to Birmingham Children's Hospital.
How's that pain? It's a little bit better. You're very brave. Are you normally very brave? You're not. But you are today.
After handing over to the hospital team, where Hussein will need specialist treatment, Mark can reflect on the difficult and testing call.
The jobs that tend to get to me are the jobs involving children. I've got a boy and a girl, 8 and 10. Jobs like that, you do stop and think that, you know, could quite easily be one of mine. And I have to say, when he stuck his thumb up to his family, it actually brought a tear to my eye. A bit of a lump in the throat. I could be in that situation, you know, or getting that call to go to the hospital. It just makes you want to go home and give him a hug, doesn't it?
With their speed and manoeuvrability, Essex Police 9-strong biker squad patrol 5,000 miles of roads which crisscross the county. In 5 years, they have helped to cut the 1,000 deaths and serious injury toll, one of the highest in the UK by a third. And the biker cops on their BMW R1200 RTs, which accelerate from 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds, will do anything it takes to cut it further. Back in Essex, their biker cops are back on patrol. Their speed and agility means they can quickly intercept cars, and one's just been identified as having no insurance by one of Britain's 10,000 automatic number plate recognition cameras. In pursuit, PC Steve Stomp Allen.
Hello there. Hopefully there's nothing to worry about. Can I ask you to jump out for a second, please? Well, the reason you've been stopped is just playing past what's called an ANPR camera. Read your number plate. Okay, now as you've gone past there, it's pinged your vehicle up, saying there's possibly no insurance held against the record for the vehicle. Okay? It doesn't mean it's not insured, it means it's not showing on there. Are you insured?
It should be done on a trader's policy.
On a trader's policy?
Yeah.
Whose trader's policy?
Well, he lets me drive on his trader's policy.
Whose vehicle is it?
It's my vehicle.
So someone else is letting you drive on... No, it doesn't work like that on a trader's policy. Are you insured or not?
Well, obviously not now.
You don't think you are?
No.
Right.
When Stomp checks with control, he discovers the man was banned from driving 26 years ago and hasn't done a retest since to get himself legally back on the road.
Just checked our records. It's showing you're disqualified from driving until you've passed the driving test.
I've got a provisional.
Right. Yeah, but you've got to pass a driving test before you can drive. Okay, as you're not driving in... Hang on, listen to me.
I've got a licence in me.
Right. You're disqualified until you pass a driver's test.
The car will be impounded and only released when there's evidence of registration and insurance. And there's a hefty fine.
The seizure fee is £150.
Ain't worth it.
It's not worth it. Do you want to sign it over then? We'll get it crushed.
Let me think about it.
Because you're going to get charged half fees anyway, but if the longer it's there, it's £20 a day. If you can't afford it.
I can afford it.
And it would seem he can, because as he clears his car of his possessions, he unearths just over £1,000 in cash.
How much you got there? All right.
And that's not the only surprise.
He's just produced that to me saying I've got something I shouldn't have with me, which happens to be a lock knife. So he's just been further arrested for possessing an offensive weapon, because there's no reason you can have a lock knife. Straightforward offence.
It's illegal to carry a knife which locks, and a car is considered a public place. Penalties are tough. a fine of up to £2,000 and jail for up to 2 years.
Lesson learnt, I will search them.
The driver will face further questioning at the station, not least about why he's carrying a knife. His cash wasn't seized, but he was jailed for 4 months for possession of a knife and disqualified for another year for driving without insurance. His car has been crushed. Birmingham's paramedic bikers have to be able to deal with anything from women giving birth to cardiac arrests. And they're on the front line of the drugs battle. On call, Barry Rudge, call sign Flipper, earned when he and 10 grand's worth of bike ended up in a river during training. Even though he's broken his shoulder after being hit by a car, this former Honda motorcycle CB500 club champion doesn't hang about.
With all the noise, the lights and everything lit up, and they still don't see, they still don't look left and right, they just pull straight out. We just treat everybody as a numpty, and then they can only come up in your SMS.
And he knows only too well the price others have to pay.
We've lost one, a guy called Terry Nursel. He got taken out by a car that was turning right. The 3 remaining bikers, we've all been knocked off at some stage or another. It just seems to be an occupational hazard at the moment.
Barry's responding to a call that a man is lying motionless in a city centre doorway and might not be breathing. Riding through a pedestrian area, as he pulls up, he spots a canister in the man's hands and suspects he's been inhaling butane gas.
Hello, come on. Wake up, come on. Wake up. Come up. Have you been inhaling some of that gas?
No.
Why were you holding it then?
Gas abuse can be lethal.
Do you take this stuff?
No, not on a permanent basis.
It can cause acute breathing problems, which can lead to hypoxia, a dangerous lack of oxygen in the blood. Gas abuse is more likely to kill by respiratory failure than heroin.
Are you hurting anywhere?
No, I'm okay. Sure. I'm not wasting you guys' time either.
Right. Well, the trouble is, if you keep going, if you go to sleep or look like you collapsed, we're going to keep getting called out to you.
I did not phone you lot.
No, but a concerned member of the public did. Can't let you take this, we'd have to dump it. All right.
The gas abuse seems to be a little bit rarer than heroin and crack and speed at the moment, so they've seemed to have moved on to the bigger drugs because they've got cheaper, the market's been flooded. We don't get much gas abuse anymore.
6,500 addicts are in treatment for Class A drugs in Birmingham, but they're the ones who want help. Plenty don't. Barry is on his way to one of those addicts who has been seen lying unconscious in an old railway siding near Moore Street Station. The old siding is a well-known drug den, and both Barry and the ambulance crew could be in danger just by being there.
Be careful, there's needles everywhere.
The man appears to be a heavy drug user, and the team go to work to bring him round.
You hear me?
Gentleman's, it looks like he's overdosed on heroin. Got pinpoint pupils. We've given him naloxone, which is the antidote to the heroin. So the snoring now is his airway becoming more patent. He'll start to wake up in a few minutes.
Heroin overdose can lead to severe breathing problems. 2 doses of antidote haven't had much effect.
Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me, my friend?
Hello? Can you open your eyes for us?
Should go for some more.
Yeah,
Drop another one.
Barry and the team need to be careful. One slip of the foot and they could be punctured by a used needle, which could infect them with HIV or hepatitis.
It's quite dangerous. You get thick-soled shoes. There's needles everywhere here at the moment.
After 3 doses of antidote, the patient begins to stir.
Open your eyes. There we go. What's your name? What did you take? Heroin? What did you take? We're from the ambulance service, matey. Why are we here? Someone called us for you. What are you doing here? You don't know.
How much is the IM, Adam?
400 IM, 800 IV.
Give him the other 400 IV. Let's just get him alert.
The heroin antidote can be given in two ways, either IV or intravenously for fast action, or IM intramuscular for a slower release into the bloodstream. The man's now had 4 doses, twice the usual amount.
Just a little bit of plastic, mate, it's going into your vein.
What is it?
Because we needed to give you something to bring you round.
He's going to be a bit miffed off with us now because obviously he's paid for his fix and we've just ruined it. Probably saving his life in the process, but he's just not going to be very pleased with us at the moment. The drug we've given him, even if he doesn't get another fix later, the long-lasting one we've put in his arm, it'll keep him awake and the next drug won't work properly on him either. So it does us a favour. Hopefully it does do him a favour. Not that he's going to seek that way this moment in time.
As he comes round, the man claims he's been robbed.
Who's took your money?
Them lot.
Who's them lot?
Daniel, do you want to stand up and he can check all your pockets?
It's gone. It was in there. It's gone.
It could be that other heroin addicts have taken his money when he was unconscious. Fellow emergency biker Mark has arrived and spotted the telltale signs of how users fund their habit.
If you look around, you can see there's Blu-ray DVD cases. There's actually a cash till drawer further up on the left-hand side. They go into the city centre, shoplifting, and that's how they get the money for the next fix. There's several of these little dens around the city centre, and they're all the same. They're so hazardous.
Now he's on his feet, the man can be helped to the ambulance for more treatment.
Well, I'm being grabbed.
No, you're not being grabbed, we're helping you.
Ambulance
Look,
service.
with the ambulance, we're here to help, we're not grabbing you, all right?
Why the hell?
Somebody saw you there and they thought you were dead.
He'll have further IM shots of the antidote until his fix wears off.
Why am I here?
Because you overdosed on heroin.
I never.
You did.
I never overdosed on heroin.
You did, because when the crew had first arrived, you weren't actually breathing, mate. You were very blue. You were.
I wasn't.
We've advised him that he really needs to go to hospital. He's denying, or he's declining our help. He wants to stay here. He wants to go and have a cigarette outside. There's not much else we can do for the gentleman.
Even though the man is a regular user and has had a narrow brush with death, he can refuse hospital treatment, walk off, and may use again.
When we treat overdose in the city, they tend to sort of congregate in little areas. That was quite a prime example of these like drug dens as such, where they all sort of go to do it. I mean, when we go in there, you end up treading all over it. You can hear the syringes crunching and crashing underneath your feet. That's probably one of the worst ones, and just outside of a city centre car park. So children who got out the car could actually sort of stumble down this little bank through the trees, and they're in amongst it all straight away.
Early morning West Thurrock, and the biker cops are on Operation Tango, on the lookout for drivers putting themselves and others at risk. On duty, PC Roy Keys.
I think it's going to be non-stop here, you know, certainly for mobile phones and seatbelts. It's going to be busy. Come out, join us on the pavement, please. Thank you. Hello. As you can see, we've got a big operation on the go at the moment. Yeah. Seatbelt was the reason I'm speaking to you. Any particular reason why you weren't wearing your seatbelt?
Nope.
Okay. Well, it may appear mundane, and a lot of the people we stop and deal with, for example, a seatbelt, it may seem trivial to them. You know, it's a proven fact in relation to safety on the roads.
In 1 month alone, Essex biker cops have caught 171 motorists without seatbelts, and it costs each £60. Birmingham, a city with 65,000 students, the second highest population in the UK. Biker paramedic Mark Hayes is racing across town to a call that one of them is ill. Just 3 minutes later, he's at the halls, first on scene.
Hello, ambulance.
Yeah, the door.
He finds 23-year-old Walter slumped on the floor complaining of severe headache.
Hello.
Hey.
What's the problem?
I woke up about half an hour ago and my head is, the side of my head is
It's pulsating.
Okay. Any other symptoms?
I don't think so.
How much fluids have you had within the last 24 hours?
Mostly water actually. Just
How
water.
much?
Maybe 2 liters, I think.
Okay, open your eyes for me, look at me a second. I'll shine light into your eyes. Can you do me a favour? Can you just pop your arms out in front of you? Hold them level. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good man. Do me a favour. Big grin, show me your teeth. Big smile. Lovely. Top man. What time did you go to bed?
About 6 this morning.
So you went at 6 this morning. Any particular reason for going at that hour?
No, I just...
Partying?
No, I was at home.
You was at home?
Not feeling sleepy at the time.
So what were you up doing till 6 this morning?
I was talking to my cousins in America on the internet.
So you were on the computer?
Yeah. Mostly.
Right, okay. I mean, I appreciate you went to bed late. Yeah, and you've got up about 12ish. You've not had much sleep, it's quite close. You still need a good intake of fluids. It's quite humid at the moment, it's quite warm. Dehydration can cause severe headaches.
The human body is made up of 2/3 water, and in high temperatures, you need to drink more than usual.
Really, with your symptoms and your observations, there's nothing there that concerns me at all.
Rest and fluid should do the trick, and maybe you should stay offline.
Been on a computer, internet, etc. till 6 o'clock this morning. 6 hours sleep. It's extremely muggy. The student accommodation, it's just like a greenhouse.
And Walter's not the only one suffering in the heat.
Right course of action in the end, staying at home, self-treating. And we're going to go out and cool down a bit, I think.
Birmingham, and paramedic biker Mark is en route to a 999 call.
Yes, that's received, thank you. Just give us an update on route.
A man has collapsed in a city centre store just a few hundred metres away. He's first on the scene, so initially he'll have to handle this solo. The man is slumped on the floor and has a black eye and cuts and bruises to his head.
What's your name? Michael. How do you feel at the moment? Do us a favour now. I want you to lie down for me until we've checked you out. What caused your injury to your face? And when was that? Did you go to hospital following that? No.
Blacking out from a 2-day-old head injury is bad news. It could be there's internal bleeding in the skull, putting pressure on the brain. It could be fatal.
Can do your blood pressure, all right. My concern is you've got a head injury, yeah? I don't know whether this episode is connected to your fall or your collapse you had the other day. You need to go to hospital, you need to be seen to, mate.
But as Mark tries to assess him, Michael gets upset when he realises other people in the shop are looking at him.
Relax. Calm down. Just calm down. Do you want to get out?
Michael's aggressive behaviour is a classic side effect of a head injury. Mark needs to get him to casualty fast, but he's got a job on his hands.
Do you want to go away? Do you want to go away? Michael, come and sit down first, mate. Say again.
What?
Just go away, mate. Go away. Stay.
I haven't said anything
no,
to
come
you,
on, Michael.
Why is all coming in the shop, lad? Do it right on my chin, mate. On my chin, son. On my chin.
Just move.
I don't know.
No, not you.
He's unwell.
Listen.
A passerby steps in to help.
Do it on my chin if you're bad, mate. If you're bad, do it on my...
Michael.
I'm telling you to do it. What?
Listen.
What?
Mate, just go away. Just go away, dude.
Make you feel big, yeah? Make you feel big. Come on.
Yeah.
Mark, try not to hurt yourself, mate.
Yeah.
Mark.
All right. Michael.
Listen.
Yeah, don't worry. Come on.
Boss, listen.
Yeah, let's get in here out the way then.
What's happened? I don't know what's happened.
Michael.
I woke up and all people's watching me.
Let's go into the shop.
Come on, mate.
Come on. Come on.
Calm down, mate.
Away from the bike. He's going to go on the bike.
With Michael on the verge of blacking out again, Mark must get him into the ambulance.
I was saying to you, everybody's talking in my brain.
Listen to one person at a time. Michael, listen to one person at a time. He's normally suffering with fits, yes or no?
Fits?
Yes.
No.
You never had a fit before?
No.
You normally have blackouts?
No, but I've been having them.
It's as I said in there, Michael, the problem you've got, mate, is you've got this nasty head injury that we can see. And you said this happened on Friday. You didn't receive any medical treatment.
I never received no medical treatment when
So
I
you
did
need it now?
like about 5 weeks ago when I had
Let's stick to Friday.
Michael, you need to go to hospital now. The head injury you've got from Friday needs to be assessed properly. We don't know whether that's the cause of your collapse today.
Do you want to sit in a chair rather than lay on the bed?
Head injuries can cause aggression, violence and confusion. I'm sure he felt intimidated by the crowd, people staring and shouting things. But talking to him, he seemed a nice guy once you managed to calm him down.
It's when onlookers decide to get involved that Mark gets riled.
Mate, just go away, just go away, dude. I feel angry when people are abusive or aggressive to me, because at the end of the day, we go to scenes on blue light conditions, and in doing that, we put our lives at risk. And for doing that, what thanks you get abuse, you get violence, and well, it's not on.
In Essex, the biker cops are still netting offenders as the crackdown on drivers without seatbelts continues. Offences easier to detect from a bike than a car. Biker PC Roy Keys has spotted a man who's not wearing his.
Hello, do you want to come over here? Seatbelt was the reason I'm speaking to you. Need to wear your seatbelt all the time.
Sorry about that.
Is it your car?
It's my mother's.
Is it?
It is
Right.
indeed.
Okay, put your driving licence
I
with you.
haven't.
The driver is booked, but Roy's also detected a distinct whiff of cannabis. A quick check with control flags up previous convictions.
I've spoken to you here about your seatbelt.
Yeah.
I can smell cannabis on you.
no, that's good,
I'm
yeah.
going to ask you now, have you got any cannabis on you?
No,
Pardon?
I haven't got none. We was actually en route to like maybe go and get something though, but not
Right.
like,
Is there any in your possession at the moment? What about in the car?
There's nothing in there.
Biker Squad Sergeant Nick Edwards also is on the case, and while a roadside body search reveals nothing, he's ordered a full search of the car.
Drug dog's on its way.
Right, okay.
Well, I'm a bit.
You happy with that?
Yeah, it's fine.
You know, if there is anything, you should be telling us now.
Have a look, any fish, go and have a look.
The sniffer dog arrives with another officer who will drive the suspect's car to a quieter road for the search.
He said he has a joint earlier. There's nothing on him. No.
Still, to be honest, I still feel pretty strong for one joint.
Oh, I guess so. It's Mum's car. Imagine Mum will pick up on the aroma.
And it's not long before the dog's onto something. She sniffs out a half-smoked joint, a resin grinder and an empty airtight canister, but no significant quantities of cannabis.
You've got all the rizzlers and everything. You've got all the makeup of it, the paraphernalia.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing.
You get him in there for a drug search and see what he's got. He might have shoved it down his pants whilst in the run-up to it.
Clothing
here.
What's going to happen now? Both the occupants are going to be arrested on suspicion of possession of a controlled drug, taken to the local police station, where a proper drug search can be carried out in the privacy of the police station. At that point, we can search further than just outer clothing to see if there's anything there.
The driver has read his rights and will be taken into custody. But en route, he reveals he has stashed a bag of cannabis in his pants.
On arrival at the police station, some what appears to be herbal cannabis has been handed over by him from his person.
The man will be thoroughly searched in case he's got any more bags stashed somewhere else. Nothing more is found. But once again, a routine seatbelt search has yielded unexpected results. The driver is charged and convicted of possessing cannabis. Another drug mark is added to his record, and he's fined £80. Birmingham, the paramedic biker base just off the city centre. On duty, Steve Harris, call sign Forrest. The 3 paramedics only have 2 bikes between them, after Steve's has been taken out of service, but Mark, the practical joker of the 3, thinks he's found the perfect replacement.
Fastest vehicle in the fleet, this is.
We'll lower it down for you, go on.
What are you doing, stupid idea is this?
Get your leg right over.
Yeah,
keep going, keep going. Keep going. Yay!
Comes to summit when his bottom overhangs the panniers at the back.
I prefer engines. Engines are good.
And an engine he has, as Steve races to a call from a scaffolding team working on a site in the city centre.
201 received, on route.
A man's legs have given way while erecting scaffolding to get to a leaky roof on a block of flats. Steve's first on the scene, arriving in 2 minutes to find a man rooted to the spot in excruciating pain.
What's your name? Andy. Hello, Andy. I'm Steve, paramedic. This pain that you've got in your back, is it coming down your leg?
No,
it's just in one spot.
It's just in my kidney area.
If you take my hand, just put my hand about where it is.
Just there.
Just where my fingers are.
On both sides.
On both sides.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not shooting down my legs. It's not going up. It's just in them 2 areas. Either side.
All right.
Any movement is agony, but he's putting on a brave face.
1 or 2 minutes. On a pain score of what? You're on a 9. All right. Yeah. You've done pain scoring before?
Yeah, because I broke my leg about 10 years ago. Broke fibula and tibia and that.
All right.
I'm used to pain.
Okay. The only pain relief I carry is morphine. I don't want to give you that while you're stood up because you're just going to go down on the floor. Yeah. But as soon as the ambulance gets here, we can give you some try and ease that pain off. Gas and air. Okay.
As morphine is too risky to ease his pain, Andy must try and tough it out until the ambulance arrives 10 minutes later.
Hiya. All right. This is our guy, scaffolder. What I'm going to suggest is we just drop a board behind him and we'll do it that way. Yeah.
You're feeling pretty comfortable, just like that. If we get right, we'll get this stuff as quick as we can and try and get something to take the edge off the pain. Okay.
The spinal board is the only way to safely move him, but it's going to be painful.
Excellent. That's it. That's it. Can you just move your legs back a bit, Andy?
Just.
That's it.
Okay, so just brace against us. That's it. Do what you've got to do.
Right, so we're all ready? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Once strapped on and lying flat, Andy can finally have some pain relief.
Andy, this is gas and air. This is what pregnant ladies get, okay?
People with broken legs.
That's the one. You breathe it in. The more you take in, the better the pain relief. It'll make you feel a bit drunk, but you have to give it yourself.
Andy, you're going to need to just hold this.
That's it. Suck it in.
I'm just sucking through a straw, 9 deep breaths.
You feeling anything? Yeah?
He's taken to casualty to see just what the problem is.
9 deep breaths, right?
A couple of bumps as we go.
He's going up the ramp now.
It's our first line of pain relief. It reduced his pain from on a pain score of 9 down to 3. So it worked very well for him.
Mark's responding to a call by Market Police. They found a man slumped in the public toilets. He's overdosed on painkillers and it looks like a suicide attempt. This is going to take some sensitive handling.
Hello there, mate. Leave me alone. I can't just leave you alone, mate. I want to go. You can't do that, I'm afraid. No, just get out of the way. Just get out of the way. What's your name again? No, calm down. This is what I'm to say. Calm down. We both want healthcare. Do you understand? Who cares? Just leave me alone. Come to healthcare.
No, they can't. They've got a duty of care to look after you. Believe it or not, attempted suicide is an offence, and I can arrest you. I don't want to. I just want these people to help you. You understand?
You can't help. Let me just talk to you. All right. Okay. How long ago did you take these tablets?
About 20 minutes.
About 20 minutes ago. Have you ever done anything like this before?
I'd say no, but you'd only find out yes anyway.
Okay. Have you been sick at all?
Yeah, all over the floor.
You were sick here? Okay, tablets on the floor.
The good news is that the man is vomited, which means less tablets in his stomach, but overdoses can cause liver problems, seizures and high blood pressure. To be safe, he needs to go to hospital, if Mark can persuade him.
You don't understand, I haven't got any mates. Everybody hates me. I hate me. Just leave me alone.
We don't hate you, though. We're here to help. No, we're here to do a job, mate. We're here to help you. No, I know you're upset. I know you're angry.
Sorry.
But I'm not upset with you. I'm not angry with you. I'm here to help. Can I just explain to you what happens, mate? And I'm sure you know the school. Albeit you've thrown up, you've also said to me, whatever happens, you're just going to go home and do it again, or go somewhere else and do it again. Knowing that, we can't just leave you, mate. We've got a duty.
Why?
Because we've got a duty.
You don't know me. Why do you care?
Because we're in a carer profession.
People who do know me don't care, so why do you?
Because you can be arrested on the Mental Health Act. We don't want to go down that line because we just want you to walk with us, get you onto the back of the ambulance, take you up to hospital, get you sorted. That's the easiest option. So it's just the easiest.
How long will it take?
As long as it takes. What you've got to bear in mind is that you're taking tablets, they take so long to get into your system, you'll have to have blood tests. But the main thing is, there's going to be somebody there taking care of you, they're going to be looking after you. And that's what we've got to start to do, haven't we? Yeah? Yeah? So you're going to come and get on the back of the ambulance with us, mate? Good man. Well done. Nice and slowly.
After 12 minutes, Mark's patient negotiation has paid off. It's a skill paramedics have to call upon all too often.
To turn up to this type of incident, and you've got to try and win somebody over, try and get them used to you and get them to be confident in you, and then to eventually coax them onto the ambulance. No need for intervention from police. It's good because at the end of the day, the last thing you want to do is go add into the gentleman's problems. Once he's at hospital, we can only hope that he'll accept help and maybe on the road to recovery.
Essex, Operation Nash. Random checks on vans and commercial vehicles in and around Colchester, in the east of the county. On duty, PC Mick Wills. Mick can quickly accelerate from 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. The biker cops are perfectly equipped to pounce.
Hello, mate. Can you just pull over past the lights there for us, please? Thanks a lot. Morning. Just a routine check, that's all.
I thought I'd done something wrong.
No.
Sorry, it's just me, mate.
But a routine paperwork check soon turns into something else.
Smell of alcohol. Did you have a skinful last night?
No, I had a few glasses of wine last night with my missus.
I'll just do a breath test as well, all right? You not had anything this morning at all?
No.
Oh, blimey.
What, you can smell it as well?
I smell it from here.
Yeah.
Just one large glass of wine is enough to put most people over the limit. It takes at least 12 hours for alcohol to clear from the body.
What all we need to do is just take a deep breath. I'll hold the box, all you've got to do is blow through it, okay? Blow. Keep going. That's it, thank you. Just that couple seconds to analyse that. Yeah. I'm just going to give us a reading, all right? It's a positive test, all right? So you're under arrest on providing a positive test. You don't have to say anything. It may harm your defence if you don't mention when something later on in court. Anything you do say, maybe giving it evidence, all right? You've been arrested before for driving?
Yeah, about 20 years ago.
Ah, right. Just put your arms out for me. I'm just going to handcuff you. Thank you, all right?
The driver's taken to Colchester Police Station. A second breath test confirms he's over the limit.
Okay, where you go.
Well, as far as traffic policemen are concerned, it doesn't get any more serious than that. You know, it's a call, we see so much carnage and death and upset through drink driving.
1 in 6 road deaths is caused by drink driving.
And stop. Magic.
I've seen a triple fatal, where 2 cyclists were killed by a drink driver who also killed himself from drugs as well. Lots of stuff which you never really want to think about it.
59 and 54. Legal limits 35.
He said he had 2 or 3 glasses of wine last night, but I'd be very surprised if that was 2 or 3 small glasses of wine. For him to still be 1.5 times the limit at 10 o'clock in the morning.
With impaired judgment and slower reactions, drink drivers are twice as likely to have an accident. And there are other consequences too.
Your destiny on the window there?
Yeah.
Horrible.
It's going to screw up my personal life. I've been a mechanic for 24 years. I work on cars every day of the week. Really, I need them. I need a license to drive. So what the hell I'm going to do now? I don't know, maybe I'll go straighten wheels on Asda trolleys or something. I don't know.
How are you going to get home?
The driver was banned from driving for a year and fined £440.
Or bus.
Birmingham, early afternoon, and there's no need for wheels as Barry is called to a jeweller's just yards away from where he's parked.
Hi.
All right. Can I come that side, please?
Fantastic. Okay, thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
We're only across the... No, we parked across the road.
Catherine has fainted while buying her engagement ring with her fiancé Daniel.
You banged your head on the couch. You say you were ill this morning?
Yeah. We've both had a stomach bug, haven't we? So, yeah.
Do you know where you are now?
Yes, I do, yes.
Where are we?
I'm in the jewellers in New Street. I've just picked up my engagement ring and fallen over.
Okie dokie. So you're really pleased with the ring then?
I'm delighted with it.
I think it should have been me that was falling over on the one page.
Oh, that was so weird.
Getting engaged might be overwhelming, but Catherine wasn't quite expecting to fall for Daniel in this way.
You pay for the ring yet? 'Cause you can back out.
Just a little sharp scratch on the side of your finger. It doesn't hurt.
Just to be sure, Barry runs a routine blood glucose check.
You went for it, you went on the floor and your eyes were open.
Oh, sorry.
Fine. Well within normal parameters. Well, if you felt a bit iffy this morning,
Yeah.
it could be just an extension of that, to be perfectly honest.
It's an anecdote, isn't it?
Can we interest you in a trip to the hospital?
No, thank you.
All right, just be careful on your wedding day.
God, yeah.
2 on 2.
Less than a week after he was rushed to hospital and after specialist surgery, 11-year-old Hussein is back at home. But it'll be a while before the football-mad youngster, who plays for 2 local teams, will be back on the pitch. Scaffolder Andy's pain turned out to be an old muscular problem, but with the help of a belt similar to a weightlifter's, he's back at work. And Catherine's keeping everything crossed that she can keep upright on her big day. Next time on Emergency Bikers. Dealing with the aftermath of football violence.
Go on, talk to me. Say hello.
A weekend trip to England turned sour.
I've got to go because I'm going to throw up.
And a driver needs cutting out of her car.
Don't move.